Imagine this. A guy gets home at 2 a.m. His girlfriend asks, "Where have you been?" Now he has two options. Option 1, the boys and I lost track of time. Option 2, my phone died. Then a UFO landed and I had to help aliens fix their spaceship. Somehow, his brain chooses option 2. And here's the weird thing. Humans lie so much that researchers estimate the average person lies multiple times a day. Sometimes they're tiny lies, sometimes they're huge lies. And sometimes they're lies that make absolutely no sense. So why do we do it? Why does a species smart enough to build rockets still tell obvious lies when caught red-handed? To answer that, we need to travel back thousands of years. Now, Carl has a problem. If he tells the truth, he gets yelled at. If he lies, there's a chance he escapes punishment. His brain immediately starts calculating, not what's right, what's safe. And that's the first reason humans lie. We lie to avoid consequences. The funny thing is that your brain doesn't care whether you're facing a hungry tiger or an angry teacher. To your brain, danger is danger. Embarrassment? Danger. Rejection? Danger. Looking stupid? Danger. Girlfriend? Danger. So when you're cornered, your brain often treats lying as a survival tool, even if it's a terrible one. The world's biggest magic trick. Humans have a superpower. It's called reputation. Imagine you're applying for a job. You could say, "I'm sometimes lazy, occasionally forget important things, and once spent 4 hours watching videos about raccoons." Or you could say, "I'm highly motivated and detail-oriented." See the difference? People don't just lie to avoid punishment. They lie to control how others see them. Every day, millions of people are carefully editing reality, not because they're evil, because they want to look better. Social media is basically a giant reputation competition. People post their vacations, their achievements, their best photos. Meanwhile, nobody uploads a picture called, "Here's me eating cereal at 3 a.m. while questioning every life decision I've ever made." Humans want admiration, and lying can seem like a shortcut. The most common lie. You might think the biggest lies are things like fraud or cheating. Nope, the most common lies are usually tiny. "I'm almost there." "I read the terms and conditions." No, you didn't. Nobody did. These lies are often called social lies. Their purpose isn't to hurt people, it's to keep social situations smooth. Imagine if everyone suddenly became incapable of lying. Your friend asks, "What do you think of my singing?" And you respond, "It sounded like a goat negotiating with a lawnmower." Friendship over, society would become chaos. Sometimes tiny lies act like social lubricant. They keep people from constantly hurting each other's feelings. The strange reward system. Now here's where things get interesting. Your brain actually rewards successful lying. Suppose Carl tells a lie. Everyone believes him. He escapes trouble. His brain goes, "Excellent work," and releases a little hit of dopamine, the same reward chemical involved in many pleasurable activities. Your brain learns a dangerous lesson. Lying worked. Do it again. This is why small lies can grow into bigger lies. One successful lie becomes 2. 2 become 10. 10 become an entire fictional universe that requires spreadsheets to keep track of. Why bad liars still lie. Here's the mystery. Some people are terrible liars. They're sweating, avoiding eye contact, talking way too much. Nobody believes them, yet they still lie. Why? Because when humans panic, they stop thinking long-term. They're thinking about immediate escape. Imagine you're in school. Teacher asks, "Did you do the homework?" You forgot. Your brain has about half a second to respond. And suddenly it creates an elaborate story involving power outages, family emergencies, and possibly a small dragon attack. The goal isn't to create a believable story. The goal is to escape the moment. The biggest lie we tell. But the most fascinating lies aren't the ones we tell others. They're the ones we tell ourselves. "I'll start tomorrow. I work best under pressure. I only watched 1 episode." These lies feel true because they're comforting. Your brain loves comfort. Reality can be painful. Self-deception acts like a cushion. Sometimes that's useful, but sometimes it prevents people from improving. The hardest lies to detect are often the ones happening inside your own head.
Conclusion. So why do people lie? Not because humans are naturally evil. Most lies come from 4 things: fear, embarrassment, social pressure, and the desire to look better. Lying is basically your brain trying to solve problems quickly. The problem is that lies often create bigger problems later, and that's why the funniest part of lying is this: the truth usually requires one story. A lie requires an entire sequel franchise. So the next time someone says, "Trust me," maybe trust them, but maybe keep an eye on the cookie jar.